What's poppin', everyone? You got your coach of the Gym Chargers here today to talk about our week 2 team builder for the WBE. Very excited to get right into this week, especially since, we're coming off of a W last week in week 1. So hopefully we can continue strongly throughout the season, throughout the beginning of the season and towards the end as well. We're up against my boy Dan, aka adrive, this week. So this is going to be a fun match. He's, of course, the coach of the Minnesota Vikavolts. And the last time I played him was probably in GBA Season 6, so it's been a good minute since I played him. He has a team of Landers Therian, Alolan Ninetales, Shaman, Empoleon, Alolan Sandslash, Girder, Mega Gyarados, Reuniclus, Goodra, his mascot Vikavolt, and Archeops, and the Z Crystal that he drafted was Rakim Z. This should have already appeared to your right. So Rakim Z is pretty interesting. It is a Z Crystal that pairs really well, I guess, with Landers Therian. Probably second only to Flying Z, because Flying Z is like one of the best Z crystals to use on a Landers Therian, but unfortunately he didn't get that. He got Rakim Z since that was the second best thing left available for him, which is still really good. I mean, Landers Therian can really run a solid Rakim Z set with like Sora's Dance or Rock Polish or something, and I guess even Archeops can utilize it, but I don't really see it coming to this matchup. The Pokemon that I do see coming to this matchup, I guess at a first glance looking at his team, he has a very Aurora Veil styled squad, so he is very much going to need that Alolan Ninetales to set up Aurora Veil for his main physical threats or his main sweepers, being the Landers Therian and the Mega Gyarados. Those two mons can really put in a lot of work, I feel. Those are really threatening mons. Probably his most threatening mons on his team are Landers Therian and Mega Gyarados. So I feel like Ninetales plus the two of those will 100% show up for the match tomorrow. And I guess other Pokemon that could possibly appear, since I guess the other 3 slots are kind of I guess whatever he feels like bringing. But I do think maybe another slot will go to Empoleon. Best Defogger, I think he will have to bring. It's very interesting, or it's really interesting to me to see Empoleon used by other people, because I really love using Empoleon. I used it in GBA Season 7 and GBA Season 8. It's been a very solid mon in my usage from when I've been using it. And it's a really, really great defogger, so I wouldn't be surprised if he brought that, because he kind of is a little bit weak to Stealth Rocks overall, I'd say, because Alolan Ninetales, Mega Gyarados, and before Mega Evolution, of course, it's gonna take 25 if it comes in on Rocks, and like stuff like Vikavolt, and I don't know, I think Rocks are just really, really nice versus him, and I think that he will probably have to bring some kind of defogger, whether it be Landers or whether it be Empoleon. He will bring one of them with defog, I'm sure. And yeah, so I think Empoleon is definitely a mon that could come, because it could also help him out versus my Suicune, potentially Combine Coon or something. He could roar it out, maybe. It's just a great, I guess sort of passive answer to that, I guess. But I guess also now, so he might want to also bring Vikavolt, because that thing is also has some really good coverage versus my team in terms of having like Bug Buzz and as well as like electric coverage. Maybe even like Goodra or something could come as well, because I think can sponge hits relatively well. Shaman is another option, so I think he has a lot of options. Even Alolan Sandslash, because it can also function really well with Alolan Ninetales, since it gets the hail boost with the Slush Rush, so that's also another option for him. So overall though, I think that the way that I wanted to prepare for this matchup was to have a great and solid, reliable way of dealing with this Aurora Veil. And there are a couple of ways you can do that. So the first way, of course, Defog. Defog is a way that can clear, not only just Light Screen Reflect, but also Aurora Veil. So that's awesome. And it also gets rid of hazards at the same time. But sometimes you might not always, or I might not always want to do that, because Stealth Rocks, like I said, are really, really great versus his team. And if clearing away Aurora Veil means clearing away my hazards when I don't want them gone, that could be a little bit annoying. So I decided to start off with Alolan Muck, carrying Brick Break. Brick Break is a way where it can also do the same effect as Defog in terms of getting rid of screens from Aurora Veil. Both, it gets rid of Light Screen, Reflect, and Aurora Veil effects. So without of course getting rid of hazards. So that's awesome. That's really awesome. So I have Brick Break, Alolan Muck, which can help me out. It's a really good switch into Ninetales, because it can sponge hits really well. It has 150 HP because I'm running the Iapapa Berry with Gluttony. So this thing, and I'm running my nice magical Eevee spread here. I call it the Magical Muck Eevee spread. This is the spread that I used a lot throughout GBA Season 7, because I had Muck as one of my MVP Pokemon. It's just one of the Pokemon that really sort of carried my teams and really well during that period of time. So I think it's going to be putting in a lot of work with this Eevee spread. I can't really explain how this Eevee spread functions in relation to like the Mons and Calcs on his team, but it's a spread that's just really lucky for me, so I just like to bring it. It can sponge hits extremely well, and it can also do some pretty good damage. I have like Ice Punch as well over Poison Jab, because Ice Punch can also hit not only Shaman but also the Landorus and knock off so that we can get rid of items. Pursuit so that he can I guess avoid, or I guess sort of like if he wants to switch out of something, I can trap it kind of with Pursuit, like for instance Shaman or Uniclus, for example. So I think Muck is a really fun mon, and I hope that I can put in work. I think the Brick Break is going to come in clutch with versus Aurora Veil especially. I think that is going to happen. That he'll probably want to set up Aurora Veil, and then I'd Brick Break that away. So I think that'll definitely come into play in this match here. So next we got Mandibuzz. I wanted to bring Mandibuzz for this team. I didn't nickname it Best Defogger. Don't get me wrong, of course, you already know. Empoleon is 100% the best defogger, you know, in general. But for my specific draft, I think we have to name it. We have to have like some kind of role as the best defogger for the squad. So I had to make it Mandibuzz for this time. But you already know Empoleon will always be the best defogger in our hearts. Anyways, I think Mandibuzz is a great option to beat Mega Gyarados. It's a great counter to Mega Gyarados because it can actually switch in on a Dragon Dance, right? I'm running a very, very logical EV spread here. We have 84 speed with the weak armor. So if we get hit by a waterfall from Gyarados or something, which is really likely that's gonna happen, he'll probably just +1 waterfall us. We'll get a weak armor boost. Foul Play will do like 35 to 45 at +1 to Mega Gyarados, which is a lot of damage considering there's also Rocky Helmet involved, as well as hail chip damage from his Alolan Ninetales. If he sets up Aurora Veil, and then if Gyarados comes in on like rocks or something, if we keep rocks up, that's also going to give him considerable amount of chip damage there. And then Foul Play, and then if we have the weak armor, right, gives us a ×2 boost to our speed if we get hit by a physical attack. It lowers our defense by 1, but ×2 speed is all we need because I have enough speed with like little investment here. It's gonna give us enough to outrun a +1 Mega Gyarados, which is amazing. Even with because base 80 speed is not bad at all, so I don't really need to invest a lot into it, which means that I can actually Foul Play potentially twice on a Mega Gyarados, which is crucial. And that's really like the best answer to Mega Gyarados I have on this team, I think. Because I could have run like a very bulky sort of. I have a Suicune that's more offensive. I could have run like a more bulky kind of Coon with like Roar and stuff. But if he has Taunt Mega Gyarados, then that's kind of nullified there. So I had to bring a more sort of Suicune that can really take advantage of more offensive threats, I guess. So yeah, I do have Mandibuzz here, which is my best answer to Mega Gyarados. I had to bring it for sure. It also has Defog as well, so that it can also clear away hazards and whatnot. And if he does bring like other rocks that I need to get rid of, and as well as Aurora Veil, like I said before, Brick Break and Defog are 2 ways to get rid of Aurora Veil, which is always nice. Then I have Brave Bird, which can deal with Shaman and things like that. Even like a weak armor boost can help me out. Get a fast Foul Play or a fast Brave Bird, even like a faster Defog or a Roost or something if we need to. So I think overall this is a really great set, very bulky and physically defensive mainly, so that we can deal with Mega Gyarados, which is a huge threat. Then we got our nice Musketeer. Changed the name to Musketeer with the 3s because firstly it was a suggestion, and you already know this is the 3rd Musketeer we're using in draft. We used Keldeo in GBA Season 6, and then Virizion in Season 7, and of GBA, and now for WBE we're using Cobalion. So I like this Pokemon a lot. And I have a Shucka Berry on it because I want to be able to check Landorus, because Landorus is a very threatening mon. I have a Shucka Berry so that I can guarantee get up rocks. Likely this is going to be my lead for this match, and I want rocks up. I want to keep rocks up as long as I can, and as much as I can, so that his team will be pressured a lot. We have Close Combat and Iron Head, which are 2 stab moves overall. Just wanted them because they're good moves. Close Combat can hit Empoleon and stuff, and Iron Head can hit Alolan Ninetales. HP Ice for the Landorus, it 2-hit KOs most Landorus sets, even without investment, so I figured that was really useful. And I have enough speed so that we can outrun any base 100s like Shaman and stuff. Same for Delphox, and we can talk about Delphox actually right now. So Delphox here is a very fun mon to use because his team is kind of weak to fire types. I mean, he does have Goodra, that's really his best sort of fire sponge, but like Pokemon such as like his fire resists are like Mega Gyarados and Goodra and stuff, but those don't really have like great recovery at all, especially when there's hail and rocks up and things like that. So I think that the Specs fire type is going to be really good here, and we have a base 104 speed, which is really unique because it's faster than base 100s, which is awesome. and it can hit pretty hard. And I have Blaze over like Magician so that we can actually get a boost, because we're gonna get chipped from Hail, potentially from Rocks, so might as well have that sort of potential to get into Blaze range and then get off like harder hitting flamethrowers, which will be cool. Then we got like Switcheroo so that we can cripple like his fatter mons, like for instance Reuniclus, common Reuniclus, we can sort of cripple that with a choice spec so he can't set up. Signal Beam for his psychic type like Reuniclus, or even Mega Gyarados for that matter, when it Mega Evolves. So that is Delphox. Then we got here our nice Mega Latias. You already know I had to bring Mega Latias. I'm running a more offensive set, 3 attacks Roost. So it's a kind of a colorful offensive Latias set. And I figured that, you know, we can run max speed so that we can speed tie with Alolan, oh not speed, sorry, we'll outrun it by 1 point. So these IVs of course will be maxed out. They'll be all hyper trained and everything in my game, no problem. You already know. But yeah, it's able to outrun Alolan Ninetales by 1 point, which is pretty nice because I can get off a faster HP fire. It hits really hard versus a lot of the different mods. Like Bolt Beam coverage is really great. It can hit Shaman. It can hit like Bolt Beam hits like Shaman and Polion, which is pretty cool. Lando T, what else? Gyarados. So a lot of his more like likelier mons that he might bring. It does hit really hard. HP fire for the Ninetales, Sandslash, and Vikavolt, and Roost for that nice longevity. So it's a really fun mon to use. Has a good amount of bulk. It can live a so I think I EV'd this such that it will take a Rocky MZ Stone Edge even in regular, so like this thing can still eat up hits really well, and I don't think it gets 2 KO'd by U-turn either from like a Scarf Lando, so it still takes that really well as well. And then finally we have Suicune, which is a more offensively based Suicune, I guess, since I didn't really want to bring one with Roar or Calm Mind, or like a really bulky sort of Suicune. I was thinking of like other sets to bring, you know, like a Mono Scald Suicune set for instance, but like I said before, if it's Taunt Gyarados, I'd like to have some kind of coverage for it. And I think the Rindo Berry with Ice Beam is cool because it can also provide us a sort of soft check to Shaman. I can Calm Mind up, I can sponge like even a Specs Seed Flare, and then Ice Beam it back, so it can do a ton of damage to that if he's more offensively inclined, if he's more offensive on his Shaman. So then we have enough speed on this to outrun Mega Gyarados, max speed, Jolly Nature Gyarados, and of course, as you see, like the hidden powers will all be, they'll all be like, you know, 31 IVs and stuff. So that's gonna be the team. I hope you all enjoyed this nice little team builder for tomorrow's match, and hopefully it gives you a good idea of you know, what we're bringing. And I think we have a really good chance of winning. Even though his team is kind of scary, I'm not really too big a fan of Aurora Veil teams, just because you can really sort of counter team them with like a lot of mons learn Brick Break, and then a lot of mons like learn Defog now. So I feel like Aurora Veil squads are they're okay, I guess. They're decent, but I'm not really too big of a fan of it because you can really counter team those. Like with what I'm doing right now, for instance, we got Brick Break, so we can break through that. Defog, which can clear that away, and then we have some pretty solid mons versus his offensive threats, I feel. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, of course. And match going up tomorrow, 24 hours from whenever this video goes up. And that's gonna be it. So I will see you guys on the game going up tomorrow. And peace.